Hi everyone, I'm Keith Mathis and with the Mathis Group. Welcome to 7 Minutes to the PMP Mastery. We're a premier ATP and our lesson today on the PMP exam is going to be understanding earned value management. Defining earned value management. Earned value management provides an objective quantitative data about project performance. EVM removes making decisions based on subjective assessments. EVM is data driven and it uses scope, schedule, and cost estimates so that you can understand what's happening to that project at all times. Earned value is built from three main values: plan value, what we plan to do; actual cost, what is the actual cost; and earned value, which is what we actually accomplish. Plan value, PV; actual cost, AC; and earned value, which is EV. You also might see something else come in under the umbrella of earned value, such as BAC, which is budget at completion, which will be your budget; EAC, which is estimate at completion, which is a forecasting formula; ETC, which is estimate to complete, which is also a forecasting formula. So EAC is a forecasting formula to forecast what the final project will cost if performance and cost stay the same. ETC is a forecasting formula to project how much more money you need to finish the project if performance and cost stay the same. So those two sometimes will come in on your test as well. So let's begin with cost variance. Cost variance is a quantifiable number to determine whether a project is over or under budget in a specific time period. Couple of things to understand and remember. Now, when we talk about earned value management, some people are still saying that we have to calculate these. None of that's true. We haven't calculated a cost variance or a schedule variance or a CPI or an SPI in several years. And so you will not have to calculate this. Let me say it again. You will not have to calculate this. So people who are talking about how you're going to learn how to calculate it for the test, that's just hot air because it's not on the test like that. You do have to calculate, you do have to interpret it, but not calculate it. The only thing you will calculate on this current test is going to be the PERT estimate. That's the only thing that people are being asked to calculate. So let's interpret cost variance. Earned value minus actual cost is a formula. So you need to know the formula even though you're not going to calculate it. So a positive cost variance, it's under budget. A negative cost variance means it's over budget. Schedule variance is the other side of this. It's earned value minus plan value. So a positive schedule variance, it's ahead of schedule. A negative schedule variance means it's behind schedule. So a very simple rule to help you here would be positive is good, negative is bad. Positive is good, negative is bad. Now over here in the right-hand corner, you'll notice I've got 4 projects here. And so I've got them listed so that you can kind of see. Sometimes it'll come up on the test like this. And they'll ask you what is happening with project A. Well, project A, those are both positive numbers. So remember what our slogan is: positive is good, negative is bad. So that means that's going to be a positive number. So that means we're under budget and we're ahead of schedule. But look at project B. Project B, we are negative in both cases. So we are over budget and we are behind schedule. Let's take a look at project C. Do you see it? We are under budget and behind schedule. We are under budget, but we are behind schedule. The negative. Negative is bad, positive is good. And then if you look at D, what are we? Well, we are over budget, but we're ahead of schedule. And so you might see that ratio makes sense, that if you're over budget, you could be ahead of schedule. You spent more money getting that project going in that direction. Now let's take a look at CPI and SPI for a moment, okay? So this is the other side of earned value management. So this is going to be the percentages of the project. And so this is a performance index. So 1.0 means that the project is on track. 1.00 means the project's on track. So CPI is cost performance index. The formula for that is earned value divided by actual cost. Earned value divided by actual cost, cost performance index. SPI, which is schedule performance index, is earned value divided by plan value. So what we want to understand here is above 1 is good, below 1 is bad. That's going to be your guideline. Above 1 is good, below 1 is bad. So let's look at this. So we've given you 4 projects here at the bottom with CPI and SPI, and that's all you know about these projects. And so 1.00, 1.00 for CPI and SPI. So what do you know about project A? A is perfect. There's probably the first day we start. We're on budget and we are also on schedule. But notice that project B is at 0.85, 0.92. So 0.85, if we're looking at this and they ask you about CPI, you are basically over budget. Why? Below one is bad, above one is good. So below one, I'm about 15% over budget based on this snapshot. If you look at SPI, you've got 0.92. So I'm 8% behind schedule based on this snapshot. Now let's take a look at Project C. Project C is 1.02. I'm 2% ahead of 2% under budget for CPI. Look at 1.07 SPI. SPI is going to be the schedule, so I'm 7% ahead of schedule. So as you look at Project C, I'm basically 2% under budget because above one is good, below one is bad. And 1.07 for schedule, I'm 7% ahead of schedule. Above one is good, below one is bad. And so by understanding that, you can interpret all of these. And then, of course, Project D is in bad shape. We are 55% over budget and we're 35% behind schedule. And so you've got a problem with Project D, a severe problem. So you don't have to calculate these. Nobody's calculating any of these on the test right now and have not for a couple of years. However, you do have to interpret them. Let's go to our next little piece and make sure you understand this. Let's talk about the PMP exam tip. Projects are not normally perfect. And so when they start asking you about projects on the test, a lot of times they might be more perfect than what they would be in real life. So focus on interpreting the calculations. That's the main thing, because the numbers, the quantifiable numbers, is what they're going to have a tendency to ask you about. And so what you're wanting to do is be able to interpret it and look for the best answer based on that interpretation. Now, let me say it again. You're not going to have to calculate earned value management. That is not true that people are saying that we're calculating. We haven't done that in several years. But you will have to calculate the PERT estimate. And so you can look up your PERT estimate. It's a very simple estimate for you to be able to interpret. So let me close out with this. If I can help you in any way, you can contact me through the 800 number or send me an email. I'll be glad to work with you. We do PMP boot camps every other month virtually. I'm the one who teaches it. I'd love to have you in a boot camp. So go to our website and take a look at some of the other resources we have. We have a lot of videos associated with the PMP so that you can look at other videos to be able to pick up some of the other skills associated with what you'd be tested on. So thank you so much for watching the video today. If I can help you, please contact me. Have a great day. Bye now.